up, fans? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. And today we're going to be quickly covering pretty much a spoiler-free review of VHS Halloween coming up right now. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share it with your friends, and also hit that bell for notifications because, well, it does help the channel a lot. And if you are new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. And I would kindly appreciate it if you guys do hit that subscribe button because I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so let's make that happen, folks. VHS Halloween is the newest installment, and well, basically now that it's owned by Shudder now, the new VHS anthology, one of my favorite anthologies out there. The newest installment, the latest one. Last one was VHS Beyond, which I really adored. I think out of the newer Shudder films, to me, VHS 2 is the best one overall. But when it comes to when Shudder got the rights, I think that Beyond is the best one, even though I actually thoroughly enjoyed the rest of them. So with this one, VHS Halloween is basically, of course, Halloween theme. With, of course, if you guys don't know what VHS is, it's just an anthology series with, like, it's just found footage, all that stuff, just spread across in many creative ways through any, like, to body cams and all that stuff, and also just vintage VHS tapes and all that stuff. Well, at the same time, they have this bigger VHS movie, or this bigger narrative, just like sprinkled throughout the whole thing. Well, they segues to other elements. So to this year, we got basically 2 trick-or-treating shorts. We also got like haunted house. So basically, yeah, a lot of Halloween themed stuff. So yeah, let's just get on to it, guys. So yeah, just basically we got a trick-or-treat story about the 2 girls that are, I'm pretty sure they're in college and all that stuff, and there's a last year trick-or-treating. They go to this house that's in the middle of the woods and all that stuff. Nobody's going to it, but whatever. But then they keep hearing about, oh, this is a girl that was a cheerleader. She disappeared years ago. She disappeared a while ago, and well, I'm not gonna spoil much, but they go to this house, and it's they hear this lady ghost, or this creepy lady, who keeps going coochie coochie coo in a creepy way. And now they're seeing like these people, but they're kind of a little deformed to like that. It looks pretty nasty in my opinion. To their cheekbones are like raised up and also have to look like babies. I think that looks ugh and all that stuff. Actually, I love the practical effects and makeup effects here, but holy crap, they looked a little ugh, I don't know, it looked unsettling to me. So, and we also got another one where like this is like a aftermath of a crime scene. Basically, there's like a little party in Latin America, and the Spanish spoken, which I understand it. And so what happened was, I think it's Latin America or in Spain. I could be wrong. So I think I'll just go with Hispanic. So what happened was that they interviewed this young man who just survived a traumatic experience at a Halloween party, and they got the footage. They have the footage, but spoiler alert, it cuts away before anything happened. This is phone right there. They go to this one haunted house where like this is witch that did a lot of rituals and all that stuff, and they read this thing kind of backwards, and then the phone rings and they pick it up, and of course our main character got possessed. What happened? Well, you'll find out. But all I know is that the aftermath was everybody's eyes getting picked out. And yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna spoil just the grotesque like gore effects here. Like, yeah, you see it and it looks so good and convincing with the way they pop the eyes out. I was like feeling queasy. You know how you feel like a little sick or queasy? That's how I felt. I was trembling a bit because I was like, oh my god, that was just so gross and realistic. I love it. I freaking love it so much. So, and we also got another one called Fun Size. Basically, I think it's the best short out of all of them. Basically, these grown people, they're drunk. Well, they're sobering up a bit, but they got back from a adult party, Halloween party, and then they decided to go out trick-or-treating. Which at first I'm like, hey, why not? You're never told to trick-or-treating, in my opinion. They're just asking for candy. But then even throughout the theme, even throughout the first one with these college girls and this one, it's like, aren't you a little too old to be trick-or-treating? So yeah, you know, I agree with that. But hey, at the same time, they're having fun, all stuff. And well, they go to this house and they find these candies. All I gotta say is that there's this there's this very phallic candy, this chocolate bar one of the main characters bites, and it just cum oozes out, and it was a bit too much than I think. But then again, I'm like, ugh, but it's a horror film. You're supposed to be horrified by that. It looks so gross. They have these crazy candies that nobody's ever heard of. But here's the thing: they get sucked into that candy box because they did not follow the rules. There's a sign there that said, "Pick one." And you know how in real life nobody picks one. nobody takes one candy. Unfortunately, they get transferred to this grotesque factory being basically run by this giant candy, this cool candy. It's a really, I actually think it's cute at the same time. This guy named Fun Size, like the short is called Fun Size. He goes, Fun Size, la di da di da da. I love it. I love this character. So, and yeah, we get some cool effects. When things go down, they get their genitals chopped off and all that stuff. You see it and all that stuff, and it is pretty fun. It's a fun one. I think the last short, I could be missing a short here. Oh guys, post hobby, as I just finished recording the review, I almost forgot right there. I actually completely forgot. There's another short that I missed here, which is like this one with this serial killer tracking young kids or teenagers that he's been brutally murdering them, and it starts off at the perspective from this dad that wants to go to this Halloween party, but then again there's a big curfew and all that stuff, but he wants to take his family and all that stuff, and he owns this talent VHS agency. And I'm not gonna say much, but he uncovers a couple of stuff, and you find out who the killer is, and it is pretty brutal. So I've been talking about child brutality throughout this review, and I'm gonna say this: if the child brutality makes you uncomfortable, just stay away from this film. Just stay away. So yeah. So all right, guys. Now back to the review. But I will talk about the overall, like the soda one. The last one is about this father and son bonding. They always do this Halloween haunted house in the neighborhood, and they're pretty good at it. Until his son, of course, he grew out of it. He doesn't want to do it, but his dad wants to do it one last time before he gets too old to do stuff like this. So they go to this antique store and all that stuff, and he finds this vinyl record, which basically, you know, it did say do not trespass, but whatever. He trespassed this back room and all that stuff, this back storage room, and he picks this up, and he pretty much, I don't know if he's pretty sure he stole it, and he puts on the vinyl record, and it basically like summons demons. It turns their haunted house into the legit haunted house. It turns into this thrill attraction where everybody gets just dismantled and stuff, and we get an awesome cameo by Rick Baker, and I believe Rick Baker did the effects. I'm pretty sure he was there. He's a guest here, and I gotta say, Rick Baker, I haven't seen Rick Baker do a cameo or do acting since he played King Kong in 1976's King Kong. This is really cool, and I think it's great. Actually, when he's acting, I like Rick Baker's acting. Honestly, he was there for chucks and giggles, and he did it. And I love Rick Baker so much, man. He's a hero of mine. I love him so much. I would love to meet the guy one day. So yeah, this is a fun little horror short and all that stuff. And there's a theme here, and I think also because of Terrifier and also a little bit of It Chapter 1 and 2, how like they kind of made it a bit more mainstream to like have child deaths. There's a lot of child deaths in this movie, and mostly off screen, but there are some on screen. And listen, I know it's wrong, but they do it in a hilarious way, and also like you could tell the kids were having fun. Like they really gave their consent. They're having a lot of fun doing it. So hey, if they're having fun, hey, we can have fun too. So yeah, and also one of my favorite when it comes to the shorts, Fun Size is my favorite one, but my favorite part of this is the overarching, which is called, there's this one short called Diet Phantasma, where like they have this laboratory who are like, they have these test subjects. They're doing a taste test of this new Dr. Phantasma, which was, I think, a diet Dr. Phantasma, or Diet Phantasma, whatever it's called. And then, well, they, last year they did one, but so here's the thing. They try to open up the can, and everybody just dies in a grotesque way. It looks like, but then again, it looks like a bunch of spirits and ghosts are being contained here. So I believe that, of course, you know, there's something stuff. These scientists doing these crazy tests because they contain these ghosts in this soda, and everybody's dying in a grotesque way, even a little kid. I'm not gonna say how the kid dies, but I'm sorry, the way they killed him, I was so cartoonish, I was laughing. I know it's wrong, but holy crap, I was laughing my ass off, and the kid was great. Everybody did a great job, especially there's some scenes where it caught me off guard. I didn't get jump scared. I was just like, oh shit, that's cool. When they're taking a sip of the soda, or even before they crack the can open, shit happens. People die in grotesque ways. They like either melts, or just the ghost just grabs them by the face from the can up to the face and just rips their flesh out. It is really cool. The practical effects are nice. So that's basically my favorite section of the film, where it's like, yeah, this one Diet Phantasma, or Diet Dr. Phantasma short is. That is really cool. And throughout you get to see how shady this company is. So overall, guys, even though I'm giving my praise and all that stuff, there are some moments where I just feel like some of these shorts, I just feel like they're just a bit too predictable, even though they're fun to watch. One of my biggest issues with this is that it's a bit too predictable, and a lot of the moments are not memorable. You know, you've kind of already seen these before, especially with the trick-or-treating and all that stuff, especially with the short scene. You've seen them before. You know what's gonna happen, and it's really cool. But then again, it's like you see this happening. And some of the scares, some of the jump scares, they're not really affected to me. But then again, I don't mind. But also like some of the characters are just unlikable. They get very annoying and all that stuff in many areas. And yeah, like with some of the acting and all that stuff, and yeah, some of the acting is just, it gets annoying. Especially again the first short. I think my big issue, the one that's my least favorite is the first short. You have these college girls that are annoying, but in a way charming. You really feel bad for them at the end, but also they're so mean. Like they just went up to this little kid, and without spoiling much, they went up to this kid and stole his candy in front of the parents, and he was just crying. Again, it was in a comedic way, so you don't have to feel too bad for the kid. But then again, it's like, why? Jesus Christ. So in a way, you could say that, hey, they got what they deserve, and then again, they kind of got what they deserve because they went to this house that nobody's freaking going. So and it is what it is. But then again, at the same time, even though they were annoying, the actresses, they did a great job with that. Everybody did a great job. You know, like I said, the acting can get annoying and all that stuff. You know, they still did a good performance with the script they were given. And also, I gotta say this, I believe, from what I've been hearing, they use AI on some of the pictures from in the first short and around the house and all that stuff. If that is true, then oh boy, points off for that. Really, no, come on now, really, come on now. But I mean, I think it's only for the first short. The rest are like, it's pure, you know, handcraft and all that stuff. I think my second favorite short, it is the one in Spanish, the Hispanic one, the eyeball scene. That one was really good, really freaking good. It was beautifully well shot. I think it's the best shot out of all of them, man. So guys, overall, I think VHS Halloween as an overall package, it's actually good but not great. There are some problems here and there, especially with the predictability and some characters that are just unlikable or just annoying, even though like it's a good performance. Overall, guys, it's pretty good but not great. I think VHS Beyond was much better, much better. I think so. So with that, I would safely give VHS Halloween, if I were to give it a rating, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. It's actually pretty nice, and I do recommend it. This movie, I've seen people like really not like this one, and I understand why, because it's overall, when you compare it to Beyond or the other ones, especially the first 3, like from the first one to Viral, it is in a way, they play it safe. For something that's VHS Halloween, they could have like went a bit more, but you know, hey, look, it is what it is. And you know what, I had a great time with it, and I would love to buy this on physical media one day. So guys, that was my review for VHS Halloween. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below, have you guys seen VHS Halloween? What you guys think of it? I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed this show. And that's a wrap.